Good evening and welcome to the Hobby Corner. It's me, Kev, your host. How you doing? Where's my hat? I forgot my hat. Never mind. Hope you're all well. Hope you're feeling great. Hope you are doing well. Hope you had a great week. Hope you got a good weekend lined up. Let me know in the chat what you're all up to as well. What you got planned for this weekend, hobby-wise or other, whatever it is. Let us know in the chat. Also, if you haven't already, hop over to the Discord or the Facebook page and drop your pictures of your latest works of art so we can share it in our community corner segment. First of all, just gonna pause that because that's very distracting. So yeah, how is everyone? Hope you're well. Yes, I'm gonna get lots of comments with the face. Yes, it happened. I got a new trimmer for Christmas, and I thought, you know what, why the hell not? And I was trimming away, and then this bit got shorter and shorter and shorter, and then I thought, you know what, I'll make the rest level up, right? And then I thought, you know what, this is just gonna look so ragtaggy, so I just got rid of it. I kept a little bit on the chin just for fun, so I got something to pick at when I'm stressed. But anyways, that's me. Right, I'm just you'll see me readjusting things a lot because I've got a brand new layout. It wasn't crowded before. Now it is because I've moved stuff about and that, and I'm constantly readjusting stuff. So just bear with me as I do that. Got new lights in the background. Hey, I could turn that away. I don't need it anymore. I've got a lamp near me. There we go. I'm not so washed out now. I didn't turn the lights off. Ah, dear. Pro me, hey? Pro me. So, I'm going to see if my lovely wife is going to help and just quickly pop her head in. Could you please turn the trim light off? I only ask because otherwise I have to climb over the bed to get to the light and you'll have to see my arse. So, anyway, shall we start with the early birds, shall we? And we'll start up. Oh, don't forget, hit the like button as well. Don't be shy. Hit the like button. I gotta remember the camera is there. It's no longer there. The chat is there. It's no longer up there. It's not over there either. I'll get into it afterwards. But anyways, Ravens Rook starting right at the top. How you doing, mate? We've got Waylanders wondering how you doing. Andrew Milligan as well. How you doing? Gina Doherty, how you do? We've got Captain Bazooka. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. And yes, let's see what the comments are. Yeah, Bargain Bin Soundgarden, it's awesome, innit? Knockoff Cranberries is my favourite from these. Yeah, it's not bad at all. And yeah, the action movie montage theme is awesome. And there we go. No mustache, fake Kev. Yeah, Kev looked 10 years younger. Thank you. Teenager took over the corner. Thank you. And what happened to my face? Do you want us to get the sod for you? The what? What's the SOD? I have no idea what that means. But anyways, wow, that really came out weird, didn't it? Damn. Okay. It's so shiny. All right. So, tonight, of course, we're going to have our community corner at 10 o'clock. But in the meantime, I've got two awesome miniatures to paint up from the Chaos Space Marines. Now, you already seen them painted up, stuff like that. But you've seen me do something different, and that is attempt the pre-Heresy 30k colours of the legions from the traitors just before they actually come out as traitors. So I will be doing word bearers. And I've got a Gal Vorbak, aka Possessed Chaos Dude, and then we've got a regular Troopy Troop in the gunmetal. So the idea is gunmetal with the red sash and pick out details. Or I could do a wash over it with red, and then get that nice color, because they do the color change a couple of times, don't they? The word bearers, they go from gunmetal, and then they get the newer armor, and then they go, oh yeah, we're gonna have a splash of red on it, and then then you got these dudes who are like full blown red all over. So anyways, let's go. Anyway, you know what, I'm sorry. With the Tash gone, all of a sudden, like, my understanding of English is gone as well. So no longer can I say what pip pip and actually mean it. But I still got my bin juice, so don't forget, hit the old bin juice command. What was it? Bin juice, just like that, just to remind me to drink my tea. Yeah, I know, it's terrible, isn't it? Right. This is so weird, because so essentially I got a new layout, right? So just ignore that. Sometimes I have to put a lamp on the table, which makes it super cramped, especially because I've got the mic right here, I've got the camera right there looking down, I've got the desk lamp over it so that it lights up well. I've done a neat thing. So you know that cheapy Poundland paint palette? Well, it was frying the light. Thank you. That's better, isn't it? Alright, it was frying the light balance, the light and white balance of the camera. So what I decided was I used the matte black to spray it, and then I went over with some varnish. The varnish had been opened almost 2 years ago, so trying to spray that out of a can was such fun, because obviously the varnish had cured on the nozzle of the can, so I was trying to squeeze it and no gas was coming out. Then a little bit was just going like that, but there was nothing of the varnish actually coming out. It was just aerosol. And when I finally did get the varnish to come out, it was just spitting and spurting everywhere, dribbling all down itself. I know this is a big innuendo bingo moment. So yeah, that's why it looks a little bit frosty and patchy, but there you go. It's still coated nicely, so the varnish is there so that I can paint away, and then I can clean that paint off without taking the black away, and at the same time it won't throw off the light balance, the white balance, sorry, of the camera. So there you go, a little tip there. Remove the water there. Okay, I've got a lot of miniatures on the table as well at the moment that I want to get done, so I've put them there so they remind me to get it done, sort of thing. There we go. Pip pip do. No, it's toodle do, not doodle do. Right, so let's. There we go. I can see there. Let's do that. Shazam. Let's get some tunes on. Right, let's see. Ooh, too loud in my ear. So there we go. Like an absolute pro, I now have 3 screens. I've got the laptop right there. A link to it through the PC cable is the main screen up there. That's on the top of the drawers behind my desk. And then right in front of me, where where the webcam is sitting on is my old gaming screen that I use for my PS3, and it's connected through the HDMI. So I wasn't sure if the laptop would be able to, you know, be able to manage it, because it's not in a continuous chain through one port. It's through 2 different ports, going 2 different data sets. So who knows? We'll see if it affects anything. I'm sure you lot will let me know as well. But so far, it's all been good. So there we go. So yeah, what are you lot all up to? And yeah, have you got colour suggestions for painting these up? So I know I'm going to need Nuln Oil for sure. There we go, Nuln Oil. And then I'm also going to need, let's put that out the way there. So I'm just thinking about this one. Gonna need a reference, aren't I? Mr. Fish, how you doing? I know, right? Have you got the Flesh Tearers red contrast? No. I don't. Alright, let's have a look. Red shades, I've got Caribou Crimson, and a purple one, Druky Violet. There we go. I'm not going to really need, I'm going to need Grex Earthshade just in case. And then for contrast, I have Blood Angels. That's about it really. So the rest are sort of earthy tones. I haven't got any of the newer ones either. I didn't even get all of the first wave just because I didn't think I'd really need them. I definitely don't have the next lot. Let's move this out the way. Out the way, dragon. Constantly maneuvering stuff out the way. Just leaving that on there to remind myself I've got to do it. I'm going to need some lead belcher for dry brushing. And Abaddon Black, obviously. Over the red possessed guy. Yeah, could work, could work. But I think that's a bit too much red on red, maybe. By the way, this is sprayed with the Colourforge. What was it called? Whoop, hang on. There we go. Oh, Ruinous Red. So this is sprayed with Ruinous Red. And I'll tell you what, when it's wet, it just looked like freshly spilled blood. It was pretty sick, actually. But when it dried, it sort of toned down a bit, so it's a bit more of a muted red, you know, but it's quite good. I am thinking of using purples for sure. I don't have Black Legion. That's one of the newer contrasts, isn't it? Got Black Templars. Black and yellow diamonds, awesome. And then the this one, I was sprayed with the Steelforged Silver. Again, I'm still trying to figure it out because it does come out super bright. It's definitely not the same as Lead Belcher. Lead Belcher is a lot duller for sure. But yeah, it's just because metallic sprays are notorious for not being consistent, you know. They're quite tough. Every other spray I've had, I haven't had an issue, right, with the Colour Forge ones, and the same with the Citadel ones, except metallics. Metallics are just a pain in the ass. So let's move that back a bit. There we go. All right. So what are we gonna do? You know what? Let's get a dry brush over this first, and I'll get the Mephiston red. No, a colour I haven't used in a long time actually. Not that one. Where are you? Corn red. That's it. Corn red is sort of equivalent there. So let's get dry brushy, and then we will look at what to do after that. And in the meantime, let's have a chit chat. So I believe the Faux Hammer has the first 10 issues of Stormbringer, the contents of them. I think he's got that video available for his Patreons at the moment. But he was nice enough to let us know last week when to expect it, its release. I can't remember right now. But it is sort of middle February, I think it was. Is it 21st of February, something like that? Don't quote me on that. And then, but yeah, he's got the first 10 done and dusted already. So can't wait to see what you get. I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna subscribe. I couldn't afford to, even if I wanted to, because I decided on a whim I was gonna just continue with the Imperium magazine, because I did stop it for a while, for a few months actually, and then sort of started to sort my stuff out a bit, and then I realised, you know what, I still got room for it. So yeah, I started it back up. I just got a delivery today actually, and it's the one with the 2 pots of paint, the 3 bikes, and I think one of the Necron skimmer bike thingies. Pretty rad looking things. So I think that I think that sort of lets you know how far behind I am. There we go. It's alright. I'm not in a hurry to finish it. Right, that's that done. That was easy enough. Black and yellow diamonds fading from the thighs into the purple starry sky. Why? Monkeys are love, monkeys are life. What the hell? Are you just like struggling for conversation? It's terrible. Let's finish that. Anyways, let's get this corn red applied. You know what? Actually, I think it's more Mephiston red than it is. Or is it sort of in between, maybe? I don't know, maybe it'll be different when it dries. Oh, it is a different shade for sure. There's a tint of brown to it, isn't there? You know what? I don't want that. It looks a bit too pinky. Maybe if I add a good helping of Mephiston Red. Oh, that is it. There we go. Now it's more like the old Scab Red. Hey, there we go. So maybe Mephiston Red is closer colour match. Maybe I got mixed up. Either way, I want a slight fleshy look to it. I don't want to go straight red. In some bits on the armour, yeah, sure. But I want to sort of lean into the fleshier look, bleeding onto the armour. Because, of course, they're an amalgamation of demonic flesh and armour. So, for sure, we want to accentuate that look as much as possible. Go away, Pots. Hey, beautiful Fierce, how you doing? I like the idea of VCB, but for Quins. Okay. You know what? I'm sure you lot have seen it already. There was someone who did a really cool effect on their Harlequins, using like, you know, like the little prismatic reflective plastic bits that you can get from like arts and crafts, and they did like little wireframes around each of the thing, and then they pop that on, and it sort of gives it that shimmer look of like it's just passing in between dimensions, which I thought was really, really cool. So yeah, for sure that was cool. My child face reveal. Yeah, the Backstreet Boy I posted on Instagram. Yes. Right, so just so you can see me mix it, I'm going 50-50 with Corn Red and Mephiston Red. There we go. Just to give it a more of an organic look. Rah. There we go. It's looking disgusting already. Jeez, I can never get the bloody light right on these damn things. Yeah, warp spiders, definitely. Yeah. I wonder how long it will be before the Eldar get an update, eh? Like a proper full update, because they've had little bits and pieces updated here and there. But they haven't had like a full relaunch, have they? For quite a long time. I don't think spiders have been done for a while. For sure, actually. Pretty sure. Spiders are like one of the older kits. There we go. Lovely. Right. So now they've got their base colours reaffirmed with a quick overbrush. Right. I'll have to clean that brush later. The red sticks around quite heavily. Now, time to block in some details, I think. So, I've got red down already, so I might as well put that on some of the material, and then let's see. Yeah, that'll do. And then I'll do the gunmetal bits on there afterwards as well. There we go. Not too worried about it going on thick either, because it is going over a metallic base, so it's going to need to be strong in pigment to sort of overcome that. But I won't do it so thick that it's going to block any details. That'd be silly. That'd be a silly goose moment for sure. Alright, there we go. I need to keep an image up so that I get an idea of it, of where I'm going with it. So which one should I do then? Should I go for the gunmetal, or should I go for the red over with the silver pauldrons? Let me know. Hello again, Raven. How you doing? When you're in the beginning. Hello again anyway. Also, don't forget to hit that like button as well. It says there's only 5 likes, but there's 11 of you watching. What's going on? Also, don't forget, if you haven't already, hop over to Discord. Or go to the Facebook page. I find the link for this show, and then you can post your latest work on there for sure. We can see what you're doing later on our community corner segment. Okay. Right. You'll have to get your tea, did you? Right, so I'll wait and see what you lot say. But I'm gonna assume you lot are gonna say this. So I'm gonna see how it comes. Thanks. Can I post the pic of that Isengard haul I mentioned? Yeah, go for it, mate. Share. Caribou Crimson, I think, will be better than the Blood Angels Red. Even though the Blood Angels Red will be stronger, but I don't need it strong. I just need it to go over the silver so that it shows silver underneath. You know what I mean? I need that opacity. So, don't encourage him. Alright. So, let's do it. Well, actually, I think this is going to work out just fine. Just neaten up where I went over there. There we go. Oh yeah, that's coming out nice. What do you think? Let's turn this down a bit. Yeah. To be fair, it don't take much. Oh, that's true. Opacity, pasty, pasty, Greg's, yum. Awesome. Best shade color for red is green. Ah. Helps that red pop, doesn't it? That's why, like, pinks and purples work so well for orc skin, like having that as your base. Like those fleshy tones in the recesses work really well. But I mean, look, what do you take me for? Professional? What is colour theory? I didn't pay attention in GCSE art. I enjoyed it. I could never do what I wanted to do though, because it was always like, oh, we got to do this style, we got to do that stuff. Actually, I didn't do GCSE in it. I didn't take it as a GCSE. I was more into the sciences. Did more experiments and shit, you know. Everyone wants to blow stuff up in chemistry, and you only get to do that once, really. The rest of the time it's titration and what was it? Carbon chains. Hydrocarbon chains, man. What an absolute pain. There we go. Okay, this is coming out actually quite nicely. I'm trying to be as neat as I can, so I don't have to touch the rims. Phrasing. Right, I'm gonna go back over some of the areas I've already done in a minute, because it's drying quite quickly. Why blow shit up in chem classes when you can make Yeah, I went for the double science, maths, and then of course you had to take other bits and pieces, didn't you? Which was annoying. It wasn't like your choice of GCSEs in high school wasn't very flexible. It was sort of based more on a timetable they established rather than what you actually want to do. So there were some things you had to sacrifice. There we go. Right, I'm going to go over the helmet as well. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to do the whole helmet. Just going to do the whole helmet. No trim on the helmet. I'm really liking this effect actually. There we go. Do. Yeah, so this is working very nicely. See that? You don't always have to have a plan. Sometimes you could just wing it. With just a little bit of input from a crowd. Job done. Sweet. Alright, so let's go over a few bits. Here. Long there, elbow, arms. I'm not going perfectly up to the edges either, because I want that sort of slight fade towards the edges, just to give that little bit of a highlight, so I don't have to highlight, because it'd be quite tricky to highlight this, I reckon. I think I'd only be able to shade down. So, definitely go darker at the back. There we go. See, it's all coming together. Oh, made a little bit of a spill there. So, what is the latest in hobby news? As you know, I'm usually quite out the loop, so I rely heavily on you lovely lot to catch me up on all the shiz that's going down. I've seen a lot of memes about the guys behind D&D getting stick from their fan base. Can anyone elaborate on what happened there? Ooh. There we go. Right, that's that done. That looks banging. Oh. It's not purple. It's Caribou Crimson. There we go. So Phil's finally starting his new army thing. Okay, cool. I guess a lot of kids do what I did Choose based on university courses for later. Most kids don't really. Still hyped on guard, says Mifos. Nice one. Here we see the YouTuber demonstrate why painting handles are useful. You know what, that is true. I was going to use one and then I just last minute couldn't be bothered. Got a nice little one here. Yep. There you go. It's as easy as that. Lock it in. Boom. And there we go. With D&D, as far as I can tell, the new CEO doesn't understand the community or game and tried to over monetize it. Really? There's a thing as over monetizing? You know, but turn that off. Made no bloody difference whatsoever. Is that better? Yeah, that is better lighting. Okay, cool. So there we go. Look at that. That's the basics done. Oh, there's a bit too much there. Let's just whittle that away. Not bad at all. So that's most of the job done, really. And then it'll be a case of picking out details. So while that dries, we've got this chaperone to do. And it was to pick out some of the metallic details. So let's get on board with that. Alright, so shoulder pads are going to be a thing though, for sure. Actually, why am I? No, I want it. Actually, I want to. I'm going to use some shades actually to sort of meld it in. So I'm going to be a bit messy with this on purpose. I can then blend the effect of it together. It's going to look pretty cool actually. Sort of bleed outwards towards that crack. That's what she said. I've thinned that out a little bit too much. Still recovering from overspending at Christmas. I'll probably pick up the new guard stuff in about a month. In about a month? Is that you recovering over overspending? After overspending, sorry. I need a job like yours. Alright. There we go. You're probably thinking, why is he using such a chunky brush as well? It's just because it holds a fair amount of paint, and not really doing too much tiny detail. Yeah, there's some little areas where it gets a bit close, but there's enough flex in this brush that I can get to the areas I need to without making much, if any, mess. Like that. Alright, that's those bits done. You know what, it might be worth doing some trim down here as well. So I'm using the side of the brush a lot here as well, so I don't go over too much. And then there's enough of a point on here which is slightly curved, which I actually find beneficial, that I can reach certain angles. Again, hit that off of your innuendo bingo card. It's good to have a little bend at the end to reach certain areas. Right. Can't charge for Homebrew Adventure just because it's set in the Forgotten Realms, for example. Fair enough. I've played it, a few games of D&D. Like I've never had a campaign go all the way through to the end. At most, there's been a few games, and then, like, you know, the whole thing just falls apart 'cause life and people can't get together and whatever. So I've never really done a campaign more than, like, I say 3, maybe 4 sessions long, which is a bit of a shame. You know what, I'm going to swap over. But it's quite tough, you know, when you, as you get older, you get busy with family and work and stuff. It's quite tough to get the time, and then have everyone have the time come together, you know. Yeah, I'm going to try out some new brushes. Let's try out these Army Painter ones. Let's see. I need... Yeah, that one looks like a good one. Using the character one. Let's do it. Okay. There's a fair amount of detail to pick out on this, actually. Maybe I should have cheated and just gone straight to dry brushing all the details. What was it? It's interesting that they would try to charge that way since the entire game is detailed on replication of Tolkien's work. Yeah, true. That's business, isn't it? If you can charge for something, you try to. Right. I have to say it's not my favourite colour scheme to paint. You know? Okay, it's just Heinlein and Herbert. I'm not familiar. Always been terrible with names, so I don't know if I should be familiar. Ah, went over. Let's do a wet finger. Wet finger always solves the problem. That was you. Oh, okay. Starship Troopers and Dune. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I got ya. I mean, 40k pulls from a lot of things, really. So it's hard to really pin it down like that. Because to be honest, 40k just started literally as, you know, a sci-fi spoof of the fantasy game that they did. That was it, really. And as it grew, I guess, yeah, they pulled from a lot of different things. But yeah, makes for interesting debate though, for sure. But that's, you know, that's culture at the end of the day. Culture sort of borrows from other things and it adapts certain aspects into its own, and you know, that's how you get evolving ideas and even new ideas. So okay, so now we're up to that face on the left. I still figure it was the right thing to do to spray this red, simply because it's then a little bit of the silver trim is not that bad of an option, to be honest. It's going to take a little bit of time, but that's not a problem. There we go. Right, little gaps in the pipes, in the fleshy pipes. A little bit there. Space Marines are 100% the Starship Troopers from the book, with a bit of Sardaukar thrown in. Really? Oh, I already drank it, Gina, but thank you. Oh, those are chains. Alright, I'll just do all of that then. I didn't know. Look like bone to me. But it's spiky chain. Oh, it's time for Necron Rave. Our community swears that Starship Troopers is about them. That's the Verhoeven movie, not the book. Right. So, in the book, Starship Troopers are genetically modified super soldiers with a warrior monk aesthetic. Why are you talking about the original incarnation of the Space Marine? The derpy looking thing. I'm going to make these horns silver actually. I'm not going to have them all bone. I'll have some that are actually ceramite. Doop 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 ding 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 ding. Skirt. If I recall, the book even has towel-like allies for the humans called skinnies. Oh, okay. Well, what did you just redact there, Gina? This brush is a bit too soft, I think. I go quite rough with the metallics, actually. Let's just stab them on. Ooh. That's good enough, I think. No one's got to look that closely. Engineering for Space Marine comes more from June. Okay. Starship Troopers is power armor, jetpacks, and nuke launchers. Oh wow, it's 10 past. Oh, I've just been like falling into this. I've really been enjoying it. Okay, like the colour scheme, maybe not so much, but it's something different for sure. Alright, we're going to get Community Corner up and running. In just a moment. Let's get a bit messy with that. Let's keep that idea that there's a little meld of the machine and the flesh. Yes, that's an excuse to get a bit messy rather than be neat. It's fine. I'm allowed to. It's my creative process. Alright, I still got the power claw to do, but let's do it. Let's bring the mic closer to me. Whoa, there we go. I can see the screen. Alright. So let's do it, shall we? Community Corner, let's go! Hey, yeah, boy. So every week we get to have a look at what you lot have been working on. Whether that's completed work, works in progress, or projects that you are hoping to start. To start off this week, we have Gina Doherty with this very lovely painted big stinky boy Mortarion. Oh, look at that. That is immense, and you painted it in next to no time as well, which is really impressive. I envy the fact that you could just paint something like as large as that and you don't sort of get intimidated by it. I always get intimidated by things, but you know, that stems from never really having large miniatures growing up, you know, so I never really stepped out of that comfort of painting anything more than hero sized or figure sized. But enough about me. Let's have a look at that. Look at the base. Look at the swampiness. I love it. And look, you can see what you've done here. All the different details and that. It looks awesome. It's your KFC entry as well. It's going to be tough to beat, for sure. But I love how busy the base is with all these little Nurglings. Like they just make it, don't they? They make the Nurgle army. So, but there you go. Look at that beastie boy. That's awesome. Well done, Gina, and thank you for sharing. Next up, we've got Frandog. He's got more Dark Angels in progress. This is his super dark green. So it looks black, but it's actually like really dark green with some ivory there, and they're coming along very nicely. There you go. It gives you a good idea of what it will look like closer to completion for sure. Bill, you have got an awesome entry as well, mate, so don't you worry. Okay. Now next up is Mr. Fish. He says he started working on the kiddos Death Guard, even kit bashed some Poxwalkers. Look at that. Look how you went mad with the rust effects there, mate. Did you just like dip them in a pot of rust effects? Did you get like a massive jar from AK Interactive? Because it kind of looks like it. But it looks awesome though. That's the thing. Look at that. Very awesome. Oh, the patches of like, you know, untouched metal amongst it as well. Helps break out nicely. Yeah, filthy. Oh, I need to wash my eyes after that. But what I really like is the Poxwalkers that you did. So these are made with the new undead, right? These made from the new zombies deck that got released alongside Warhammer Quest. And you've like converted them. I mean, this is just sick. Look at that. There's a massive eye inside of a toothy mouth on the back of this zombie. Bloody horrible. But it looks awesome as a Poxwalker. Same here with the tentacles going all over the place. It was so fleshy. The Cursed City zombies, there you go. Great framework for it. Look at that. Blech. Oh my god, that's just disgusting. But you know, like, because these are like roots, aren't they? Roots that have gone through the graves into the corpses from the trees, and they've made really nice horns. So yeah, I mean, that's just awesome. Lovely, putrescently perfect. It's a bit of alliteration for you there, mate. So thank you for sharing, dude. Next up, Ed's Art Minis, a little project to make a bit of a showpiece. The base is all but finish. Now on to Rock God himself. Okay, there you go. So that is a really nice base. Really nice, actually. So much going on there, so many layers and details. Can't fault it. And then of course this is going to be the chap that stands on it as well. So a little 3D printed rock god. Be interested to see how you paint this one up. I saw the one that Josh from the Pickle Jar did. He went very hard on the neon sort of colours. So I'd really like to see how you do this. But it's going to look sick for sure. So thank you for sharing, dude. Root yappers into horn, tentacles, bits. Yeah, it's awesome. Phil, still working on my Korgoroth Demon Prince Kit Bash. Almost done now. A grumpy grump, eh? He's so grumpy. But I love it. It was always a shame that they never released a multi-part of this one. They just kept it as an exclusive for that sprue. And that sprue didn't come out for bloody ages after that beginner set came out. It was bloody ages, yeah. So it was like the only way to get it was from that starter set. It was crazy. Hey, it's banging, mate. It's banging. I love the wings as well. The textures you got going on there. It's pretty awesome. Thank you for sharing, dude. And yeah, make sure you keep us updated on that for sure. Waylander, Bill. Look at this. More clone troopers. But these are on a... he's going to tell me what it is in the chat, I'm sure. But it's basically a hover buggy. It's cool though. It's really, really cool. It's so nicely done. Very neatly done as well. But you still got like a bit of weathering going on in there as well. There's another angle. Pew, 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 pew. He's got a gun up there as well. How many guns do you need? And then the roly-polies. The BARC Speeder or Bark for short. There we go. And then yeah, we've got our roly-polies. Which are awesome. Oh, by the way, have you been watching the they've released a second season of The Bad Batch on Disney Plus. They've got 3 episodes up now, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. I think Bad Batch has been pretty solid so far. Ooh, ah. I like the fact that you've kept the base unified as well, with both the droids and with the clone troopers, so it all ties them all in to the same battlefield. That's pretty cool. And yeah, you could still see this groove going along now. I'm guessing that's for like knowing where you're facing. But yeah, it looks awesome, dude. And I believe you have got short videos on how to achieve these effects. One of which where you said that this was like the quickest thing you painted. So yeah, go check it out. Waylander's wondering. They've never reminded me of Parsons Pigs with nice roly-polies. Prince of Bad Batch on order. Oh, nice. But it's unseen. Now you've called them roly-polies. Yep, they are roly-polies with lasers. Thanks for sharing it. Next up is Mephos. That is a tonky tonk boy, isn't it? That's got to be a 3D print for sure. Otherwise, that is one masterful conversion, because that looks so sick. So sick. The paint job is awesome on it as well. You got a bit of like a heat bloom there. I love the red here, the way you blended that in. The green eyes, got the springs going there, but then there's like little bits of weathering and rust here and there. It's awesome. The base looks great too. There we go. I'm starting to be able to tell the difference now. I'm a master. No, seriously, this looks awesome. Hang on, let's go back. The cannon has got... Oh no, those are the rockets. Oh, right, okay. I was going to say it's got like a rack of rocket launchers underslung underneath the big cannon. That would have been badass. This is still badass though. There we go, look. Dirty weapons hanging on there as well. It's cool. It's cool. And then we've got the random hair there as well, just for added effect. It kind of looks like an arc of lightning there. An arc of electricity, should I say. Which wouldn't be amiss on anything orky whatsoever. Looks banging, mate. There we go. These are interesting plants as well. Are these from like aquarium bits? They're pretty interesting. I'm smushing the next wood lice that I see just in case it has lasers. Oh dear. I mean, they all have a place, don't they? Even with lasers. No, don't paint the hairs blue. Keep it white. So yeah, I love it. I love it. We like a chunk boy as well. We like a bit of chunk on this show. Look at that. There's so much going on at the back there as well. That's immense. I mean, all the cogs and the details on there, it's just... If you were to pick out all the details, it would take forever. Like, this is definitely like a dry brushing dream, for sure. It's crazy. It says, sorry for spam. This week I finished my Orc Mega Dread. Whoa! I love that scene. Like, when I saw that, when I first loaded up the game on my PC all those years ago, I was like, oh my god, that's so cool! And the Hive Hero next up. Look at this. Wow, that is quite a haul indeed. Oh, you even got the ballisto as well. So you can like shoot a nasty arrow, or you can get the what's it, those ladders sprung up on the wall, which is pretty cool. Complete with berserker on top, because why wouldn't you? That is basically someone's like collection from the old magazines. Like either that, or they collected a similar collection, and then threw in an extra troll, for sure. The Basilisk would have come in, like you would have had to buy that separate. That's cool, dude. There we go. So we've got those ones that carry the bombs and the ladders. You got them that go nuts, or they like to blow up the bombs. These are the metal ones, the metal variations of those. Hang on, did they? Look, they all still got their torches intact as well. That is tough. And then yeah, you got the metal ones to throw in. Saruman. Some orcs as well. We've got to have some orcs, haven't you? I like the base on that one. That's cool. Grimmer Worm Tongue. Oh, I'd love to dive back into Lord of the Rings. I just don't have time for it all. Some unpainted orcs as well, dude. There you go, generic captain. We all got one of those. And then these chaps. Look at that. All the pikes are still there. They're not snapped in half. That's cool. These lot. What are the ruffians or the Dunlan? The Dund. Oh, that was interesting. And then this is new though. This chap is brand new for sure. Not seen him. Football characters, BNIB, Urk, High Scouts, etc. Painted characters in metal. Yeah, there you go. Got a few buddies who are into them games. I'll try turn them your way. Fair enough. I'm getting way more inspiration to paint my SWL, MCU, and well, you say that you just need to get into the right groups. I mean, have you ever gone onto Facebook and you know, like you got various groups on Facebook? Just have a quick chat to the admin and say, hey, look, is it okay if I share these videos? I think people would find them interesting or benefit from them. Sort of phrase it that way, rather than I want to get famous. And most of them are usually pretty cool with it, and they're just like, yeah, just go ahead, you got permission. If anyone kicks up a stink, point them my way, sort of thing. So you should try that. That's where I got a lot of traction from, for sure, because YouTube is very tough for something this niche to get traction on. You have to diversify quite a lot in order to get people in together. How does OBS Studio keep disconnecting and reconnecting? Lars is hidden in the back. I know, I'm 3 or 4 of them. Wow. Guy holding a fist is the Forge World Oath Maker. Dunlending. They're not called Dunlending. Dunlan Wildman. That's it, yeah. But yeah, no, this is cool. Look, see, pikes all in it, like good condition. No snapped pikes. Do you know how hard it is to find that? There's Lurts. Oh, God, man, that definitely needs an update. It has not aged well. And a Shaman as well, of course. And bloody hell, Phil. So thank you for showing, Andrew. And then Phil has gone all in with the Bloodbound. You nutter, absolute nutter. Jesus, I got a butt ton of Bloodbound stuff. Should really get them all painted up and sold off, you know. If it helps any of you fellow tubers, a supporting short has helped so far this year with views. Oh yeah, shorts. So thanks for sharing, everyone. Let's get back to my face. So yeah, YouTube shorts are being pushed very hard now. For the past year, they've sort of been trialed with some support. And a little bit of ad revenue thrown behind it. They kind of had like a they set a fixed amount that they were gonna send out, and depending on how well those shorts did, depended on whether or not you got ad revenue for those. But from February, ad revenue is fully integrated into the shorts. You also have a little donation button now, so if you want to, like a super thanks, so it's kind of like a super chat, but instead of like on the chat, it's a little button that you hit. You could donate a couple of quid like that. And I think they're trying to push that, because they did a couple of years ago, they tried to push live streams, but they didn't really support it well, and they didn't really have the infrastructure for it. So live streams are always sort of sat to the wayside when it comes to exposure and that. it's still more long form videos, but the demand for long form is getting smaller and smaller as TikTok and Instagram are picking up with interest. So YouTube Shorts is kind of being pushed, and you'd think, oh, that would be good because, you know, less time filming and editing. No. To make a little 60 or 30-second video, it takes just as much time and effort because you still got to paint the damn things or do the damn thing. It's just editing is just a little bit shorter. That's it. It's crazy. But there you go. That's my little thing on it. So the box at the back has 24 unbuilt Urk Scouts. That is a steal. You paid 80 quid for all of that, Andrew, mate. That is a steal. That is definitely a steal for sure. You jammy dodger, eh? I'm gonna hop over to Face My Book and see if I have anyone posting on there. No. Okay, cool. We're in the clear. Right, I can do that. Pop that up there. There we go. And let's do this. Let's get back to it, shall we? So, need some more lead belcher. So yeah, I still got all my bits and pieces from that original magazine, plus a few extra Urkai, but most of those pikemen have got broken pikes. Terrible. Interesting to have a look and see the condition of them now, especially the metal characters. I'm pretty sure the paint's probably all chipped off the metal characters. So yeah, that was an awesome community corner this week. I am feeling very inspired already. Let's not be outpainted by you lot. For sure. Yeah, how dare you lot get more painting done than me. Don't you know who I am? Can you imagine if I was actually like that? Jesus Christ. That's what I like about you lot. Right, I know you've got my back, so that if I ever do get uppity, you'll set me in my place. Keep me grounded. You know, these dizzying heights of internet fame can really warp your sense of reality. Jesus. I can't even keep that serious. I love the fact that the power fist turned into a claw. Or should I say the power claw turned into an actual claw? Oh, I said power fist. Do 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 do. I hope Kev washes his shorts before putting them on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you very much. Kev, are you going to ChillCon again this year? Hopefully, yeah. To the anniversary one. So, it's not near any birthdays. So it shouldn't be an issue. The anniversary one is in April, right? Please don't... Because I know there's 2 dates this year. For ChillCon. And I just don't want to confuse which one I'm going to. Hopefully I'll have a bit more pocket money as well. Oh, speaking of pocket money, if you haven't seen already, for those who are members on YouTube and on Buy Me a Coffee, you already have access to the latest video where I paint my very first FX miniature. The very same one that I was putting together just before Christmas for my granddad. And yeah, the bloody thing was a disaster, but he was happy with it. That's the long and short of it. But I won't spoil anything else. So if you want to hop over to that after the stream, or tomorrow when it actually goes live, you can. But yeah. For those who are supporting the channel, as always, you get little perks like that. For the ones who are paying the little bit extra on Buy Me a Coffee for the higher things, don't forget you have got additional perks like you know, like hangouts. If you want to do a little hangout, get some advice or ideas on projects and stuff like that. That's the thing. I want to I'm in the process of extending these to YouTube, so if going through Buy Me a Coffee is not an option, then there'll be a YouTube equivalent with the same perks as well. So that's all to come. And but yeah, 2 videos in 1 month. I mean, come on, guys. Like, I think I deserve a round of applause for that. And I did some some short form content as well to sort of promote the review. So I think that's it, really, isn't it? Yeah, I think just, oh, there's little bits there. There we go. Kes paparazzi are hiding in IKEA car parks everywhere. Thanks. Kev, I don't think you would ever change even if you had millions and really famous. Probably not. I'd probably put my foot in it more, if anything. April the 1st. Oh yeah, I remember now. You'd like a lift. I don't think it's anywhere near you this time, mate. Give Kev a clap. No, don't give me the clap. But yeah, thank you. You know, Thank you. So yeah, next one is out tomorrow. I've got loads of content filmed. It's just getting around to editing it. You know, it is a bit of a pain getting all the footage and the pictures, and I always end up with like needing more to add to it. So it's one of those things. And yeah, people have said, why not do like just some bullet points to remind you what you need to do for the video, or maybe write a script. And I'm like, that's just homework. Like, anyone who knows me know I don't do homework. It's terrible. Oh, here we go. So I'm starting to feel yeah. The Lemsip is wearing off now, so I'm starting to feel the nasal passages clogging up again. So I have, believe it or not, I haven't been well for a few days. Didn't get it as bad as the wife did, which was fortunate because both of us incapacitated would have been a nightmare around the kids. But yeah, same venue. Okay. Alright. But there's been a 20% increase on the surface charge. Wait, what's this? Someone just asked, is this a good price? It's in a charity shop. The Swamp Boss. How much is a Swamp Boss? From GW, it is 35. Lol. Oh, he texted that to me at 10. Jesus. Okay. He found a Swamp Boss thingamabob from the Kill Boys in a charity shop, and it was like, is this a good price? And it was like 35 quid. And I was like, let me check the website. 35 quid. No, that's not a good price, mate. It's retail. He's gonna be bummed out, but never mind. He will live. Okay, right, so I'll let the silver sit for a bit. This one, he's looking banging, mate. Banging. So I think we should start blocking in a few more details as well. So let's get the Abaddon Black. Actually, you know what? I've kind of been enjoying using the matte black from Army Painter, believe it or not. Yeah. Because I don't. Oh, whoops. I don't feel like I need to water it down as much. Ah, there we go. Too much. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to do this blade black, right? So it looks like an obsidian blade. I know they're supposed to be quite janky. Because it's like a flint-like stone that they make it out of. But if I do the paint lumpy enough, it might give the textured effect. There we go. Right. block that in as well. Go around those details. I'll definitely need 2 coats to go over the silver. It's quite bright. There we go. So has anyone pre-ordered their tickets yet for ChillCon? And if so, have you gone for the swag bag? Because that thing sold out pretty quick. I understand why. It's bloody great value. The damn thing went live when I didn't have the funds to do it. So it's a bit of a shame, really. I suppose Bill this year he's going to go around to all the stores and go, I'm a YouTuber, you know. What can you give me? That'll be fun to watch. Yes and yes, no and no. Swiggity, swaggity, get in my bag of tea. Alright. So that was oh, that was class. Well, they've also they did a post up on their Facebook page of this year's exclusive miniature, and it's not 1, it's 2 Roman centurions, which is cool. I think it's done by the same sculptor who did the Budoka miniature, which was a fun little miniature to do. Even if there were a few little holes here and there that needed to be filled in. Oh, you know what? I'm calling that one phrasing. That was not what I meant. But that's how it came out. This is just going to be smut for the rest of the video, the live stream, I reckon. There we go. It's very satisfying blocking in the colours. No. Will there be any Winky banners in the swag bag? Probably not, mate. You'll be working it again this year. Alright, mate. You're a nutter, but you're a legend as well. Is it just so you can participate in the piss up before and after? I bet that's it, isn't it? I got your number, mate. Oh, this is coming along so well. And as I said, I fucked it up. I'll be selling my As Seen on Waylander's Wandering SWL starter set, though. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be bringing some stuff for that stall this year. For sure. I know what you mean. Not interested in swag back then. No winky banners, no likey. Ah. No winky, no likey. Is that what you mean? No winky, no likey. Alright, let's careful here. This brush is quite good for getting into the nooks and crannies, you know, because it's quite long and thin. Ah, behave. But yeah, because of the shape of it, it lends itself to being able to hold enough paint, but at the same time get those tricky areas. There we go. Just get under there. Alright. There we go. Not bad. It's coming together nicely. Also, not there's so no beef, just Friday. Friendly bants. If you want to sell stuff, there, do you have to book unopened box of Hero Quest? Bloody hell! I don't believe you have to book. It's a bring and buy. So you go to them, you say roughly how much you want for it, and they will list it down. I believe last year what they did was they put tickets on them, and then they had like a price list written down of what people would like, and they went by that, I think. So yeah, that's the way to do it. Right. By the way, how is there 11 people watching? Where are you all? Who's watching? Right? Who's been sneaky? Who's lurking in the background? And who hasn't hit the like button? You only got 5 minutes left, and then I'm stopping the stream. So get to it. Oh my days, that's the neatest I've ever been. Brush control. It's a secret that everybody knows. And I'm going to go over the middle bit anyway. Blah. That was sick. Alright. I'm just going to paint the stock in black as well. Okay. Right. There we go. Okay. Beautiful. Come along beautifully. Right. Any bits here to do? Not really, because it's all flesh bits in between, isn't it? Alright. I'll leave that there. You go with nothing and buy everything. Lurkers be lurking. Yep. There we go. Oh, I felt that click. See if I get a few more clicks out of it. Oh, I did as well. Oh, that was my shoulder. There we go. That was my fist. Alright, so next up would be to hammer out the flesh tones on the extremities. Get some bone colour in there as well. And then start building that up. And then sort of doing some blending here and there where the flesh and the armour meets before doing a final highlight on the armour. So yeah. There's some progress there, and for this one it is just about picking out those details. I'm pretty happy with that. Neaten up some of the trim, and then try and freehand the old Wordbearer Legion icon there. Get these horns done, and that should be that chap done, and then do the base, and then he can join the likes of this mental looking world eater. I mean, because you know, but just nails and stuff. My favourite bit, I'm going to be honest, is this blood splat here, and then the blood just trickles down the back of the leg. Like, it's so sick. So yeah, there we go. That's that. And of course, the Night Lord, which I almost finished. I was just finishing up some bits and pieces, but I just want to highlight a few areas, and then this will go on the shelf with the others. So yeah, I've definitely enjoyed it painting these traitor legions. So cool, right? So yeah, before I go, why not? Have a good night, friend dog. Thanks for tuning in. But yeah, remember the old Iron Warrior? Booyah! Doof, 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 doof. He had to have the heavy weapon, right? So I need to finish up the base bits there, and a couple of highlights. But he's pretty much done. Maybe do a little heat bloom here. And then, what was it? This one was definitely done. Look at that. Filthy boy, eh? Absolute filth. Oh, I absolutely had fun with that. And then the Emperor's Children as well. Again, just got to finish the base off. But again, like, I love the because I did a different technique with each one as well, which has been great. It's really sort of refreshed my painting skills. Like, this one is shades over metallics. This one was trying to get those has stripes to sort of level out, and trying to get the metallics to not clash too much without it looking boring. This one was all about heavy weathering, right? and that's come out cool. This one was about doing heavy shading but building up a bright layering there as well, that sort of almost represents some sort of lights, sort of directional lighting, you know what I mean? Like under there it's dark, you know, because no light would really get there. Under there it's dark, but up like this you get that light with a little bit of OSL there. So that was really cool to do. And then this one was initially done with the free color challenge, and then I've just neatened it up. And it, you know, like there's no real specific details on it that says Night Lords. So the trim, it worked out perfect, like once it was painted red, to look like bat wings, you know. So that was good fun. So yeah, each one is required a different technique in order to do, and I'm here for the ride, because it has really been enjoyable to do. So and again, the Gal Vorbak is going to be a lot of blending, you know, flesh and armor melded together. Be interesting to think of what to do next. Actually, be Alpha Legion, wouldn't it? Alpha Legion and Thousand Suns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's one missing. Sons of Horus as well. So that's going to be interesting, isn't it? That's going to be a lot of fun. 100% with the Thousand Suns, I'm going to do like the candy effect, where it's sprayed metallic and then washes and shades over it. I think that's the best way to do it. But I want to play around with like maybe some OSL glow around the eyes, you know, like maybe like a sort of electric glow going on there. That'd be pretty cool. So yeah, that's my plans with that. And then of course I've got my Silver Templars to do as well, which spray, dry brush, do the yellow, do the black paneling, all that stuff. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, as I said, there's going to be seeing Kev like this with one ear out of the headset. I know how James O'Brien looked. Oh mate, I have a oh yeah, Phil, you always had me out there. You always had me. 1K Sun mate does silver spray, then Blood Angels contrast. Yeah, that's it. That's why I went for the Caribou Crimson on this one, because it gives that darker red, which I think suited it perfectly. And then yeah, Blood Angels red 100%. It's gonna look sick, mate. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Don't forget, there's a video live tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. A lot of lessons learned, and it'll be great to go back to maybe finish off some bits on that. I'm gonna try and work on. I got my Color Forge meets contrast video coming up soon. Just keep an eye out for that, and a few other bits and pieces that I'm working on. So thank you again for watching. As always, you lot are awesome. Thank you for sharing in Community Corner as well. I've always loved that bit. And if you want to help the channel, just liking, sharing, commenting after the show does a lot. If you want to support the channel, there's different ways to do it. We've got affiliate links in the description below, where you can save yourself some money on some hobby supplies. And if you use the code, you get bonus loyalty points, and I get a little kickback as well, which helps the channel. Otherwise, you can go to the YouTube membership, or the Buy Me a Coffee membership, where there's a few more levels that you can unlock some bonuses with. Join Discord, join me on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. All the links are in the description below. And yeah, I have to bloody, I can't be bothered to put the do I have to put the things there? I'll put the things there. There we go. Look, just to, that's that one. Social and Discord. There, everything you need to know is in there. Also, don't forget the 10% discount on the lowest price merchandise you'll ever find on the internet. Is the discount's going to run out soon. I think there's only a week and a half. No, it's less than a week left on it. So if you want to get yourself some awesome merch, there's a link on that Linktree link. Go treat yourself. We got a Winky banner. So there we go. So once again, big loves to all of you. Big loves to these sexy kits as well, for all your support. And yeah, it's going to be polka time any second now. So I hope you're ready. Shall we do it? We'll do it. Yeah, I know I'm still here, so you can see more of this face. Ooh, so smooth. Oh no, I got some 5 o'clock shadow. What's going on? Uh-oh. Like I actually have it. Oh my days. Bring on second puberty, eh? Anyways, big loves. Peace. Unter Liebe, Glauben, Glube.